Hello everyone, I hope all of you are doing well. Today I am going to start a chapter, Introduction to Chemistry. Introduction. What is science? Science is the systematic study of the natural world based on facts learnt by careful observation and experimentation. Then who are these scientists? People who work for the development of science through experimentation and observation. Now, science has been broadly classified into three main branches: physics, chemistry, and biology. Chemistry, meaning and importance. What is chemistry? Chemistry is a branch of science that deals with the study of the composition, structure, the physical and chemical properties of matter, the changes that it undergoes, as well as the uses of various chemical substances. So, what is chemistry? Chemistry is a branch of science that deals with the matter based on its composition, structure, the physical and chemical properties. Now, then who are the chemists? Scientists who study about chemistry, they are called chemists. Branches of chemistry. It can be divided into organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, physical chemistry, analytical chemistry, biochemistry, and theoretical chemistry. But in class 6, you have to know about only organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and physical chemistry. What is organic chemistry? It deals with carbon and its compounds. What is inorganic chemistry? It deals with elements and compound, where compound is made up of with carbon and hydrogen. What is physical chemistry? It deals with the principles and methodologies of the chemistry. Till here, whatever I have discussed, what type of question can come from here? What is scientist? Who are the chemists? Define chemistry. Define science. What are the branches of chemistry, and name them. Nitrogen. Lavoisier was able to show the relationship between oxygen and metal, resulting in rust. He was also able to show the role of oxygen in plant and animal respiration. Lavoisier also showed that water is composed of hydrogen and oxygen. Next is Henry Cavendish. He was a British scientist and an important experimental and theoretical chemist and physicist. He first discovered hydrogen. Cavendish was the first person to accurately measure the Earth's mass and density. He experimented to measure the density of the Earth, that is known as Cavendish experiment. Next is John Dalton. He was an English chemist, physicist, and meteorologist. He is acknowledged for his research work in the formation of modern atomic theory and color blindness. He successfully identified chemical compounds and reactions affected by interactions of atoms with one another. He also explained that atoms cannot be created or destroyed. In next video, you will come to know about contribution of Dmitri Mendeleev and Marie Curie and application of chemistry in daily life. Now I am going to discuss about contribution of Marie Curie, Dmitri Mendeleev and application of chemistry in daily life. Dmitri Mendeleev. Dmitri Mendeleev was a Russian chemist and inventor. He helped transform the world of science with his way of organizing elements according to their weight and chemical reactivity in a tabular form known as periodic table. So we can say Dmitri Mendeleev organized the elements according to their weight and chemical reactivity in a tabular form which called periodic table. In addition to the creation of the periodic table, Mendeleev worked on spectroscope and the capillarity of liquids, both of which continue to be in use till today. Next is Marie Sklodowska-Curie. She was a physicist and chemist, well known for the theory of radioactivity. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize and the only person to win it in multiple branches of science. In December 1903, she shared the Nobel Prize in Physics with Pierre Curie and Henry Becquerel for their joint research on radiation. So boys, till now I have discussed about contribution of the notable chemist in various fields. So what you will learn from here? You will learn from here the contribution of the notable chemist. You can get the question in the exam like that. Write the any two or one contribution of the following notable chemist. Now I will discuss about application of chemistry. In everyday life, whatever we are using, that is made up of with some of the chemical substances. Suppose we are using cream, that is also made up of with the chemical substances. If we are using lipstick, cleansing, shampoo, soap, whatever we are using, that is also made up of with the chemical substances. We are taking an example of medicines, day-to-day life, we are using it. That is also made up of with a different kind of chemical substances. Suppose if I take the example of these toys, it is also made up of with a plastic. That is also made up of with some chemical substance. If I take an example of any food, that is also made up of with some of the chemical substances. If I take an example of any cloth, or if I say the textile industry, they are using the chemical substances. So every day, whatever we are using, wherever we are going, whatever we can see around us, everywhere chemistry is there. They are made up of with the some of the chemical substances. Application of chemistry in daily life. Now here we can see the chemistry is using in every field. Food preservation, if we want to preserve our food, there also we are using different kind of food preservation to preserve the food. That is also made up of with some chemical. In the photography film, that is also made up of with maybe any kind of chemical substances. Food industry, definitely without chemical it will not make. In the medical industry also they are using different kind of chemical substances. Farmers are using different pesticides, insecticide, that is also made up of with chemical substances. In the food flavoring, if we want to enhance the flavor of the food, sometimes we use food flavoring, that is also made up of with the chemical. If we want to preserve our food, there also we are using chemical. If we want to make our food looks very attractive, there also we are adding many things to make it more attractive. That is also made up of with some of the chemical substances. So we can say the chemistry we are using in textile industry, food processing industry, pharmaceutical industry, in cosmetics, everywhere we are using chemistry. We can see here it is using in petroleum, it is using in making buildings, it is using in food preservative, it is using in medicines. Everywhere we are using chemistry. So from here, what you will learn? You will learn the application of chemistry in different fields. How we are applying chemistry in different fields. Thank you. In the next video, we will discuss about a new chapter. Thank you.